Hey friends, so we're going to talk about the journey to becoming gray. My journey started when I was a kid, actually. I had a relative who had very beautiful gray hair from a very young age, and I always thought she was the most beautiful woman to walk in the room. She stood out. She had this beautiful white hair, and she always looked so stylish. I always wanted to have hair like that. So over time, I experimented with dyeing my hair, maybe once or twice when I was real young, and didn't do it again because it just didn't interest me at all. And back then, most people didn't dye their hair. But when I turned about 27, I started getting gray. And at the time, a friend of mine happened to mention, you got some gray going on back there. You really should start dyeing your hair. So I decided to start dyeing it, which rule number one, never listen to what other people tell you. And I started dyeing it for many years, for 25 years or close to it. I dyed my hair. And the funny thing was, I spent so much money. I went to salons, had my color professionally done. It never looked natural. It just never did. They could never match my natural skin tone. My hair never looked right, and it's just so expensive. So I started doing it myself. I tried natural dye, thinking that was going to be the way to go. Turned my hair green. There's some combination of metal not touching the mixture, I don't know, whatever. My hair was totally green for a while. So that was a total disaster, and it looked like manure. It was just disgusting. Anyway, got rid of that. Had to pay for more professional updo at that time. Went to dyeing it myself. Looked like shoe polish. It was always too dark. Still the wrong shade. I'd mix brown, I'd mix black, I'd try, every color of the rainbow, every brand under the sun. None of it ever looked right. And by the time I turned 50, I decided, you know what? I am just so done. I am so done with messing with my hair, because no matter what I do, it didn't make a difference. And the thing was, for years and years and years, my hair wasn't that gray. It was just a little bit gray. And it didn't really start to turn more gray till I was about 50. And for a while, I tried doing those root touch-up kits, tried that, but they wash out. And I made such a mess in my bathroom. I can't tell you how many stains on the tile, on the countertop, on, clothing, towels, all those sorts of things are just ruined. And basically I had to throw away. And there was no way to fix any of it. It's just, never worked, never was worthwhile. And on top of that, no one ever told me that they liked my hair. No one ever told me that they liked the color of my hair. It wasn't flattering. It felt odd wearing certain colors of clothing, because the unnatural hair color that I had didn't work with the colors that I was drawn to. So I had to actually change what I wore to feel comfortable with this dyed up do. Long story. So it took me about 6 months to grow my hair out. I stopped dyeing just cold turkey. I'm like, I'm just not doing this anymore. And I think I went in for a root touch-up once when my hair was maybe, my roots got about halfway down, just because it looked kind of funny. I was like this sort of 50% silver halo at the top, and then these black roots. It looked really weird. So I went and had it blended in a little bit, maybe one time. And then after that, I just cut, a couple inches off at a time, and it was grown out. So not too long ago, so that was 7 years ago? Not too long ago, I was in a hair salon, and I was sitting in the window. Not on purpose, but my chair, I should say, was near the window of the salon. And this young girl came in with her mother. They didn't speak a lot of English, but the girl asked the stylist if she could get a quote on having her mother's hair done. Her mother had very dark hair, dark complexion like myself. And she wanted to know how much it would cost to have her hair silvered. like mine, just like the lady in the window, which I thought was hilarious. That was the first time that I kind of realized, it's really a trending thing. I started following some accounts on social media, Silver Sisters, hashtags, all of those about going natural and going gray. And I just felt like I found my people. These are my people. So if you're a Silver Sister, leave me a comment. I'd love to know if you have your natural gray coloring and what you think about it. I've been watching hair care videos for a while. I've been learning more about natural hair care, and I can only tell you that it has improved my hair even more with the natural hair care. So many people have told me, well, I could never grow my hair out, let it go gray because it's very yellow. But what I have learned is that it has to do with your hair products. It has to do with your water. A lot of us have city water that has certain minerals in it that can taint your hair yellow. So if you have problems with that, you can purchase a filter that snaps on to your shower head to filter your water and not have those minerals affecting your hair color. But I do think that hair product makes a big difference too. It just amazes me how much money we spend on hair products and how the market has turned so much in that direction. When I was a kid, there was maybe 4 or 5 kinds of shampoo. I mean, that was it. And now there's aisles and aisles and aisles of shampoo. So be very careful what you put in your hair. The less, the better.